Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is well and spreading love and feeding your inner gods and goddess selves with lots and lots of love and peace, inner wisdom, all those beautiful grounding, spiritual, balancing things. You know, gods and goddesses aren't pure. They never were. They embrace their darkness and their chaos. They wreak havoc and they do all things differently, as they please. And then they embrace their inner wars and they change it all up. They transform. So that is alchemy. On this video of alchemy and transformation, darlings, I wanted to show you another 3 items in my collection and mix it all up a bit and transform it into something exciting and interesting. So let's head straight into it. Our first item today is the Dior Roller Pearl, launched in 2017. The nose behind this fragrance is the well-renowned Dior perfumer Francois Demachy. So travel-friendly, 20 ml in volume, and this has notes of the grass, jasmine sambac, grass being in France, Damascus rose, and the Indian jasmine. This is an oil-based scent, thicker in texture in comparison to the Eyeshadow original fragrances. So the viscosity is quite thick, and the term viscosity is used very widely in the beauty and even fragrance industry. And it's a measure of its runniness. How thick does that run? So because of its oil composition, the longevity on skin and clothes will last up to 8 hours. The classic symbolic J'adore gold neck is giving it that Cleopatra vibe. So once again, I think of Cleopatra, 100 BC. This has her name written all over it. As by all J'adore packaging design, darlings, and standards, that gold neck is absolute power. So there you go, the Dior Roller Pearl, 20 ml, launched in 2017 by Christian Dior. Our second item today is the Dior 5 Color Eyeshadow Palette in the shade Cool Wave. So, darlings, blue eyeshadow symbolizes a certain type of character. And it is mysterious, seductive, some say even corruptive. But nonetheless, I always find people who wear blue eyeshadow very dreamy. And these characters, they symbolize freedom, rebellion. And usually they love an alternate lifestyle. Every year there is a new star color in makeup. And for 2024, it is definitely about rocking the blue eyeshadow. I have about 27 eyeshadow palettes, so I have quite a few blue in all of them. Sporadically, a blue will pop up in every single one of them, which I love because we all need a bit of blue in our life. Let's start swatching, and what I've done is I wanted to show you what I did my hand there. So I'm just going to add some foundation, as you would, of course, in your makeup routine. You will have a bit of foundation already on before you would apply the eyeshadow, and I wanted to show you how to incorporate blue in your routine, but with, of course, the proper way, with foundation on the bottom. We will just grab that. Once again, we will do the wet brush and the not wet brush look, and we see how we go with all the different colors there. We're going to start off with a dry brush. We're going to use this dry brush, and we're going to start with this color here on your foundation, already foundationed face or eye area, and we're just going to grab some dry gray. So this will be going straight onto your eye area with a dry brush, and then just buff that out if you wanted to buff that, or leave it as is. Now we're going to add something a bit more vibrant as a contrast. So we're going to go in, grab some of that. We're creating something right next to it, and we're going to use the same brush that we buffed and add them both together. So we're creating a look that is similar in shade but a bit contrasty on the lids, like that. So I've been a makeup artist for 6 luxury brands, and of course all different brands have their different products, a different formulation, but nonetheless the technique remains the same. Now we're going to, if you wanted to see more, let's do it the wet way. Bit of primer on the brush. Now this is the wet way, and we're going to grab that color right there. This particular blue, as you can see, is beautiful. It's got some silver pigments running through it. Let's try some wet on that beautiful blue that I really love this blue here. So this is with the wet brush. Oh goodness, it's so beautiful. That is absolute mermaid vibes, darlings. Dry, dry, wet, wet on foundation this time. So you can clearly see the precision there with the wet brush. There also. And of course, the two different colors, that one and that one, buffed out. This is buffed and dry. Two colors, buffed and dry. And this is wet and wet. You see how that looks amazing on foundation. Beautiful. And there you have it. The beautiful 5-color eyeshadow palette in the shade Cool Wave by Christian Dior. So moving on to our third item today. This is a drugstore product. It is by Revlon. And it is a beautifully formulated, creamy, blendable liquid highlighter. So this one is 002 in the shade Rose Quartz. For all of us who love to play up our bone structures, darlings, this stays put for hours and hours. You get a very intense highlight, and the iridescence on this is just top tier. Once again, I've got some foundation because I always think it is the best base when demonstrating these sorts of makeup products, especially eyeshadows, highlighters, even eyeliners, blush. So you're creating that beautiful base as you would. And we're going to just apply some of that on the skin. So that's how thick the actual nozzle is, or brush tip. Some people love to just dot around specific areas, and you can do that. Or just give it a bit of a swipe, either your fingers, or didn't bring the larger brush, but we'll just once again buff that out. We pretend it's a large brush here. This will be over your cheekbones, darlings, your brow bone. Oh, let's just go right ahead and just play with it. There we go. Is that light doing it justice? Yes. Look at that pigment. I feel like I'm moving my wrists like that, like a mannequin. I'll take it. So, darlings, these are $14 in the drugstores. And for all my viewers and subs having summer at the moment, try this out. You won't be disappointed. And there we are. That's the Revlon blendable liquid highlighter in the shade Rose Quartz. So there you go, darlings. I've had lots of fun today, as I always do. Give the channel a like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.